Hi everyone, my name is Abel Katoma. I'm from Greatest Cardline Concept. This is my WhatsApp contact. You can reach me on this number or you can call me, okay? These are the list of the softwares which we have covered on our YouTube channel. We now teach all of this on our Telegram platform. Okay, so you can DM me or you can call me, okay? Today I'm going to be showing you how to actually create a corridor for your assembly. Okay, by clicking on this assembly, you see a corridor will actually pop up for us, but before then I'm going to be adding like a ditch or a daylight, depends on what you have physically there on the site. Okay, so I'll click on tool palette, and then you can see here we have daylight. Okay, so let me pick on daylight general. Okay, so it could just be a shoulder or whatever you have there physically on the site, or what you want to achieve in your design. So I'm just going to be using this daylight, and then I can place another one by this side as well. Okay, so sorry, let me close that. I'm going to click on this. I want to see the properties of this one by the left hand side. Let me see the properties of this. Okay, yeah, so you can actually change each of these values that are here to achieve what you have there physically. And then let me check for this. Click here, check for the properties. Okay, yeah, you can see this is the right hand side. I'm going to leave it as it is, but you can change the slope, you can change all those values that you want. Okay, so right now let's go to our corridor. I'll click on the assembly, I'll close this, I'll come to my corridor. Now this corridor, I'm going to give it a name, new road corridor. Okay, corridor is like giving it a more realistic feature, how it's actually going to look like, more realistic. So you're going to be seeing that. Okay, let me close this and show you something here. Before I create that corridor, I just want to show you how this is. Now you can see on our horizontal alignment here, you can still see all we have here is still our chainage. Okay, we have our chainage, the elevations of each of these points. Okay, but then if you come down to, you can see these are the chainage. Okay, now if we go to, once we create a corridor, it's actually going to give us this as a road. You're going to see it in two different lanes because we created 2 lanes for this. So we are creating a corridor for this particular assembly which we created. We are telling the software now that we want this to be 2 lane. You can see we have one by this side and we have another by this side, and we specify the width of the road on both the left hand side and our right hand side as well, and then the ditches as well. So this corridor is actually going to follow based on what we have specified here, and based on the elevations that we have of this our point. Okay, and then the chainage and all that, you're going to see that right away. So by clicking on this, a corridor will appear. I will click on that corridor, and then I'm going to give it that name, new road corridor. Okay, sorry I'm repeating this, but I just want you to have it more clearer. Okay, so you can see our alignment here is for the new road alignment. That is what we are using. And then if you come to my assembly, I'll have my new road assembly. Okay, this is the assembly, this is the name we actually gave it, if you can remember. And then the new road surface. Okay, I can use the propose profile nude. Okay, or I can use the new road surface. This is surface, this is the profile. Okay, if you can remember, this is the proposed profile new road, which I actually created from our profile here, that actually gave us those our cut and our fill, if you can remember. Now the target surface is the new road surface, that is actually our target. Okay, now if that is correct, I'm going to click on OK. But you can description, you can see a space for description where you can actually give more details about that road. Now this is my baseline and region parameters. Okay, now if I click here, you can see assembly. I can click on this drop down. For example, I may have different assemblies on this particular window at the same time. I may have a canal, okay, like a drainage. I can have different assemblies, maybe like even a culvert and all that. Okay, so all of that can be incorporated. So it depends on what I want to create a corridor for. So if I want to actually create a corridor for a particular assembly, you know, I must have differentiated them with a name. Okay, but right now I only have one assembly that I've created here, and this is actually the name of that particular assembly. Okay, so I'll click on OK and I'll click on apply. Okay, I'll click on rebuild the corridor. So it's actually going to build that corridor. If you check here down below, the right corner of your screen, you will see modeling corridor. It has finished modeling. I'll still click on apply again. Now you must be very careful with this place. If you don't click on apply, you can see I'm clicking on apply again, and then I'll click on OK for that to go off. If you cancel, if you close it, it will not build that corridor for you. So that has actually built our corridor, I believe, by now. I will click on this and that for that to go off. Then I'm going to actually take this step all over again. I just want to show you something briefly which I have skipped already. But now you can see here what we have here. You can see this is first lane, this is lane 1, this is another lane by this side. Okay, at each chainage. Now you can see those our daylight which we have added to that. Okay, so it's based on the elevations or based on the survey data that you have that will result to what you have here physically, as you can see from our design. Okay, but then I'm going to go to this corridor again. I just want to show you something that I skipped. Okay, I'm just going to just click on new road, just click on this just for explaining. I just want to explain something briefly for you to see. I'm not going to build it anymore. There, I just want to show you. I'll click on apply, I'll click on rebuild. But if I don't click on apply again the second time, it will not build that corridor. So let me show you what I'm talking about. As it is now, if I don't click on this apply again and click on OK, it's actually not going to rebuild that corridor. so I'm going to leave it as it is. I'm not going to apply it, but this is actually the point I really want to explain briefly. You can see what we have here by this side. Okay, I'm trying to move this. Okay, let me just close this. Okay, now I have the intersection with target. Well, you can see at each chainage telling you that this corridor was built for this alignment which we have already created. Okay, so you can see for the chainage. Okay, so this is just what I wanted to explain to us. Okay, so on the next episode I'm going to be showing you the cross section of this road, and then we are going to do some little editing on this corridor that has been created for this alignment that we have. Okay, I'm going to be doing some little editing here. I'll be taking you through that process in the next episode. Make sure that you stay safe and make sure that you stay blessed.